I'm bringing you the topic that says, don't waste your pain. This topic is very important, especially to me, because I have come across so many situations in my life, and some of them I have learned a lot, and some of them I don't really want to remember anything from that situation. And one of them is the area where I have struggled, the area, some aspect of my life where I have actually had challenges. But as I kept growing, I have learned a lot. Most of the lessons that I've learned, most precious one, they actually came from the pain side, the places where I don't really like. And today I bring you this topic. Like you see, Romans 8:28, it says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. I wouldn't want to take this video long, but I tell you, we know that all things work for good. We know, yes, most believers can agree with me that everything, including the bad and the good. But how come do we have this kind of hatred over the area where we've struggled? I bring you this topic that from today, it will actually mean a lot for you to learn and see the positive side of whatsoever that you may experience in the future. It is a bitter truth. Pain has an advantage and can be explored by choice. It's something nobody want to hear about. The Bible will always tell us that the affliction will not rise up the second time. But the truth is, if God actually want to pass a lesson to you, and most lesson, God will always bring a kind of chastising to make you grow, to get you better, more fit, and it will repeat if you don't get the first lesson. You see, it's kind of the truth that people will like to close their ear from. It's the kind of the truth that the dentist will bring to his or her clients and they will not want to hear. It's the kind of truth that we, even though we hate it, it will always occur anyway. What happened to you, or what is happening to you, is either stopping you from the heavier one. Here you can see I have in the picture the heavier fire and the smaller fire. The smaller fire might have come your way. Such situation comes in a lifetime, not often. The heavier one do come our way too. But I think nobody experiences the heavier one without first experiencing the smaller one. The smaller one is good enough to get you out of the big one. It's just an illustration. Pushing you through and making you stronger. Sometimes you see those that have biceps and you think they have eaten to get those things. It's not true. They have actually been carrying some weight, some heavier stuffs to get themselves heavier and stronger. And the heavier it is, the stronger you become, the bigger your biceps looks bigger, or your biceps gets enlarged. You see, until you get some strength in you, growth will always look like a mountain. Anything sort of change will be a challenge. And that is why a lot of people keep living their life. They kept on living their life on the same level scenario. They kept on moving as if they are not growing, as if they are not doing something better for themselves. Simply because there should be a push that you are refusing. There should be a strength that you are not acknowledging. There should be some lesson. Somehow they might have come your way, or they might have been rejected. You see, these are some of the things that happen in our life, and we miss them. And I am here to bring to you, don't waste those pains. There are lessons to learn. A unique lessons can only be by an experience, or even a caution from mistakes. Experience is the best teacher. Like the picture you see, the young boy with the iron. Sometime when you know how most time the kids will always want to touch iron. It looks so beautiful to touch. They will always take it for toy, and they will want to touch the iron, especially when you are using it, especially when it is hot, very hot. I have kids, so I can testify. And I've done one thing that today is helping me. I brought the iron closer to my son, a 3 years child, closer, to the extent that the heat from the iron was too close for him to realize that this could be dangerous. From that day henceforth, he never want to go closer to an iron, even when it is unplugged. So I now gain the momentum of giving him the lecture without him testing the reality. Most time God is bringing us this experience of getting the lesson that actually is a predestined fake situation. God sometimes wants us to test what it is like having the conflict, what it is like not falling into the real mess, and then he will allow us to feel the smaller one. The thoughts: don't go through any pain, but grow through them. God for sure will show you why it happened for the first time. You know, sometimes we go through the pains. Oh God, help me. Help me to find my way back to my feet. Help me to go through this. And by so doing, you can just go through them, and without really knowing the lessons why you have come across such situation. You say, so I am campaigning that you grow through those situations. You grow out of it, because tomorrow it will never be a situation that is stronger than you. You will grow out of it, you grow through them, and for sure God will show you why it happened for the first time. Here Isaiah 43:2 say, when you pass through the water, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, Thou shalt not be burnt, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. This is a word for someone out there. I don't know what you are passing through, but I know either you are passing through challenges now or later. I don't pray you face tribulation, but it is important for every one of us. No matter what you call it, some call it challenge, some call it pain, some call it tribulation, some call it struggle. Whatsoever you are going through, remember, I gave you this picture for you to see that someone is actually holding you. You will never be drawn. You will never get burnt. It's an orchestrated situation for God to get you trained. God can actually close some doors in our life just to preserve you, to teach you some lesson. In fact, I bet you, when you push and push and push, yes, I'm not trying to contradict the Bible. The Bible says in the book of Isaiah, it says, give him no rest until he make Jerusalem like Zion. But some doors are actually meant to be closed. They paint the program that God has for you. So be careful. Be careful. Don't push. Sometimes listen to the Holy Spirit. That is why we encourage every Christian, every believer to have the Holy Spirit, to have a real experience with the Holy Spirit. Sometime in life, there is no one out there that will console you, that will tell you what you actually need, except the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is the only one that will translate every message, any passage or verse that you've read in the Bible. Is the only Holy Spirit's work. Is the only work that you can get from the Holy Spirit for the interpretation. And without this interpretation, you will label every steps you are taking that you don't like negative. I am closing with this. Most of the prayers are either answered immediately, delayed, or never answered. But the end, if you remain faithful, will be an expected end. You know, this you find it in Jeremiah 29:11. I want to bless you. Your goal shall be met. The end of every situation around you that you don't like, it will end up in praise. May God bless you. May God keep you. May his countenance shine before you.